It is D-Day for Pakistan Prime Minister Imran Khan. He is going to be facing a no-confidence motion in the Pakistan Assembly just about an hour from now at 11 o'clock. And the number game is not in the favour of Captain Khan. In Pakistan's 342-seat parliament, any party needs 172 votes to form the government. The opposition has 199. Imran and his allies have 142. Earlier, a no-confidence motion was dismissed by the Speaker in the Assembly, calling it a foreign conspiracy. The court also has not entertained this. Remember, Imran has ruled out the possibility of his resignation. Cover Naeem is getting us more details, joining us from Islamabad right now. It does appear, Cover, that the numbers are absolutely stacked up against Imran Khan. And this is the battle that is undoubtedly going to be won by the united opposition. Kavan Naeem, I was asking you that, like you mentioned earlier also, it does appear that the numbers are absolutely stacked up against Imran Khan, isn't it?
Yeah, obviously the numbers are almost complete against Imran Khan. We are talking about a number game which has been completed by opposition parties. Can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead.
You are talking about the number games which has been completed by the opposition parties, right?
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah, actually, this is what I'm saying. The game is almost over for Prime Minister Imran Khan, as opposition parties are standing on 177 votes. And if they include deviated members of Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf, they are standing at 199. Whereas government is hardly having 144 votes. And last time, yesterday, when parliamentary party meeting was held of PTI, there were only 98 members were present in the meeting. Whereas in the National Assembly, Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf holds 155 seats. So likely, visibly, apparently, everything is over for Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf and Prime Minister Imran Khan for today. But he's asked the public and he has called protest tomorrow, Sunday. So it means he's also aware and he's also accepted the fact that his fate is over and his bad days are ahead, as the Shehbaz Sharif and the opposition parties are definitely they are going to take revenge, which political victimization Imran Khan did with them. So everything seems over for Prime Minister Imran Khan as of now.
You know, also just explain to us, Kavan, how does it work really? Because it is very clear that the leader of the opposition is saying that he in fact is in the run to be the next leader of Pakistan. But isn't calling of fresh elections an option as well?
Please come again.
I was asking you whether calling of fresh elections, once again, isn't there an option as well?
Actually, if you're talking about the early elections or the... I cannot hear you properly. You're talking about early elections?
No, Kavan, my question is actually about the options really for the people of Pakistan today. As we see Imran Khan lose in all possibility the no confidence motion, is there a possibility that fresh elections could be called?
No, actually, fresh elections cannot be called because today the vote of no confidence has to be voted. So after this, a new Prime Minister of Pakistan would be elected in the National Assembly of Pakistan, and it would be his the next Prime Minister is going to decide whether he dissolves the assemblies and calls fresh elections or not. But as of now, fresh elections are not an option because Imran Khan has to face the vote of no confidence today. Afterwards, the new Prime Minister comes, which is Shehbaz Sharif, likely to be the next Prime Minister of Pakistan. So he is going to decide whether he calls fresh elections or not, because the Election Commission of Pakistan has said that it needs 7 to 8 months for the new fresh elections. So even Election Commission is not ready for the fresh elections right now.
All right, thank you so much for getting us those details. We'll come back to you for more on that story in a bit from now. And after Pakistan Prime Minister Imran Khan accused the US of backing the move to oust him, his party MNA Shandana Gulzar has claimed that she was invited by an embassy. However, it wasn't the US Embassy. Gulzar said the incident of her being summoned by the embassy took place long after a no-confidence motion was filed against Prime Minister Imran Khan. Listen in to this exclusive conversation.
जब भैया की एम्बेसी ने बुलाया, जो मुझे एक और एम्बेसी ने बुलाया था और उन्होंने मुझसे 1.5 घंटा बात की और 1.5 घंटा बाद में उन्होंने मुझसे काफी सारे सवाल पूछे, पीडीएम के बारे में पूछा, फिर उन्होंने पूछा कि पाकिस्तान का फ्यूचर किसके साथ है, कहाँ है। तो नेचुरली मैंने उनको सच बताया। ये अदम एतमाद के दायर करने के कुछ दिन बाद की बात है। बाद में समझ आई जब ये साइफर निकला कि ये गेम चल रही थी। तो उन्होंने मुझे ही नहीं कहा कि जब प्लीज आप पीटीआई को छोड़ दे, पीडीएम को सपोर्ट करें और हम चाहते हैं कि खान साहब चले जाएं, ऐसा बिल्कुल भी नहीं था।
And staying with Pakistan, Imran Khan is not ready to go to the pavilion. Ahead of the no trust vote, PTI chief addressed the people of Pakistan holding no barred. Imran hit out at the opposition, accusing them of horse trading. Imran played the anti-US card and also accused Washington to topple, of making an attempt really to topple his government. Here's more.
The numbers are stacked against him, but Imran Khan is not walking from the crease yet. On the eve of the vote of no confidence motion against him, the Pakistan Prime Minister went on the front foot. The PTI chief called for a nationwide protest on Sunday against the opposition that he described as traitors.
आपने अपनी फ्यूचर को की हिफाजत करनी है, आपने अपनी जमहूरियत, अपनी सॉवरेनिटी की हिफाजत करनी है, अपनी आज़ादी की हिफाजत करनी है। ये जो बाहर से इंपोर्ट करके, साजिश करके और ज़मीर खरीद के ये ड्रामा जो हो रहा है, आपने इसकी प्रोटेस्ट करना है।
Pitching himself as the savior of Pakistan, who is being thwarted by external forces, Imran lashed out at the United States. This time, no holds barred.
हम अमेरिका को बार बार उनको समझाएं कि हम कोई मैं इमरान खान एंटी अमेरिकन नहीं है, लेकिन हमने बड़ी बुरी हालात देखे हुए हैं। हमने आपकी हम कोई टिश्यू पेपर की तरह इस्तेमाल होने वाली कौम नहीं है कि आप इस्तेमाल करें और फिर फेंक दें। और आज आप कह रहे हैं कि जी क्योंकि जी हमें पर कर्जे चढ़े हुए हैं तो हमें तो गुलामी करनी पड़ेगी।
Imran repeatedly alleged that there is a global plot to topple his government.
अगर इमरान खान यानी सिटिंग प्राइम मिनिस्टर अगर वो नहीं हटता इसमें से तो पाकिस्तान को नुकसान होगा। और फिर कहता, लेकिन अगर वो हार जाता है तो पाकिस्तान को माफ कर दिया जाएगा। नहीं, उसने कहा जो भी आएगा माफ कर देगा, यानी कि उसको पता था कि किसने आना है, किसने अचकन सलवाई हुई है, कौन तैयारी में बैठा हुआ है, उसे सब पता था, तो उसको माफ कर देंगे।
Hitting out at the opposition, Imran claimed that lawmakers were being bought to win the numbers game.
मैंने कभी इस तरह की चीज किसी भी वेस्टर्न डेमोक्रेसी के अंदर नहीं देखी, कभी सुना भी नहीं है। ना कोई सोच सकता किसी को खरीदने का, ना कोई अपने आप को अपना ज़मीर बेचने का सोच सकता है, क्योंकि माशरा उसके खिलाफ खड़ा हो जाता है। जो लीडरशिप है, ये रिप्रेजेंटेटिव्स हैं, ये अगर रिश्वत दे के लोगों को खरीद रहे हैं, कोई बिक रहा है, कोई खरीद रहा है, तो उनकी हम क्या मिसाल पैदा कर रहे हैं।
His fate almost sealed. Imran reached out to the people of Pakistan.
मैं ये कहता हूं कि किसी से हमारी लड़ाई नहीं है, ना मैं किसी का एंटी हूं, ना किसी मुल्क का एंटी हूं। मैं सिर्फ ये कहता हूं कि जो मेरे लोगों के फायदे के लिए पहली चीज वो है, मेरे 22 करोड़ लोगों के लिए, उसके बाद मैं दुनिया की बाकी चीजें मानने के लिए तैयार हूं।
The former cricketer knows he would not be able to chase down the target this time. He is already preparing for the next face-off. Imran believes the pitch favors him and he can extract the right amount of swing to win the test once again. Bureau Report, India Today.
Joining me now, Rajiv Dogra, former diplomat, and Kamar Chima, political analyst. Thank you both for your time here. A very good morning. Not a very good morning for Pakistan Prime Minister Imran Khan, because it does appear that all numbers are stacked up clearly against him, and it really is end road, because the voting is going to take place in just about 45 minutes or so from now, when the assembly convenes at 11 o'clock. I want to begin by asking you, Rajiv Dogra, the most curious case is that of how the Pakistan military has clearly not indicated and not said anything at all about the foreign hand that Imran Khan has been alleging for days and weeks together. How do you read into this changing equation between Pakistan Prime Minister Imran Khan and the all-important and almighty Pakistan military?
Well, firstly, very good morning to you, Sneha, and to your audience. It's also a very good morning for Pakistan's democracy and for the people of Pakistan who value democracy. As for your question about Pakistan Army and its response to Imran Khan, I think the clearest indication came in two sets. First, when the DG ISPR, that is their public relations officer, indicated that Pakistan Army has no role to play either in the so-called letter or telegram that came in from Washington. And then secondly, more indicatively, when General Bajwa gave a statement in the International Security Conference organized in Islamabad a few days back. There he clarified in very unambiguous terms that Pakistan Army does not stand against America, that it wants good relations with America. He also expounded on relations with India in positive terms, though he did mention about Kashmir issue. He also talked of relations with China. So on everything that Imran Khan had been taking a stand on, General Bajwa made Army's position very clear. And ever since, and I think there's another important thing which is happening today, that unlike on the previous occasion when vote of no confidence was being tabled in the National Assembly of Pakistan, then only the paramilitary or police forces were outside the assembly. This time, according to some indications on their television, it seems that army personnel have also been deployed. So I think there are enough indications to say that Pakistan Army is not behind their selected Prime Minister, as Imran Khan has often been called by the opposition leaders. That this time Pakistan Army is either neutral or by its implied statements in favor of opposition, because it has the numbers, and in a democracy numbers count.
Yes. Be with us. I'm just going to go across to Kamar Chima also now joining us. Kamar Chima, interesting reactions, though predictable, coming in from the opposition, with Maryam Sharif saying that, Imran Khan might as well just go to India, given that he's praising India in this fashion. Interesting developments from yesterday when he addressed the nation, and a lot of focus was on India and India's foreign policy. The reaction from the opposition obviously predictable, isn't it?
Well, obviously, I think what the opposition parties are saying right now, that Imran Khan is praising Prime Minister Modi or the Indian nation or the Indian foreign policy, when the opposition can't say these words for the Indians, but Imran Khan say, because he's a blue-eyed person. And Imran Khan, when in 2018 elections, very openly said that Nawaz Sharif is Gaddar, and Imran Khan, Nawaz Sharif is Modi ka yaar. Nawaz Sharif is a friend of Modi. So I think right now what's move is that Prime Minister Imran Khan is facing a very tough time, where his own lieutenants left him. The opposition has got a good number, and they will outvote him definitely today. But the rant which is coming from Imran Khan, that is very dangerous. He's playing with his own institutions. He's politicizing Pakistan's foreign office. And there is even news just today that there is a revolt in Pakistan's foreign office, where the senior diplomats are lamenting Prime Minister Imran Khan's decision to present that letter in front of the National Assembly, because that is a secret letter only for the government. So Imran Khan, for saving his own rule and for saving his own government, is making last-ditch attempt just to convince and motivate the people of Pakistan that there is a foreign conspiracy and the Americans are behind that. But large people believe that Imran Khan is going because of bad governance. Imran Khan is going because he doesn't believe in political culture. He doesn't believe in democratic culture, and he couldn't convince his own parliamentarians to stand with him. And on a bigger picture, Imran Khan believes if Imran Khan had completed 5 years tenure, he would not have been in a position to come back in 2023. But right now, the way he's being voted out, there is a possibility he will emerge as a populist leader. He can emerge as a strong leader. He's using anti-Americanism to come to contest next elections. That may be favorable for him.
Kamar Chima, also Ambassador Dogra, do continue to be with us. We'll just come back to you.